What's going on, YouTube? So, I kind of want to do a different video. I know I haven't made videos in a couple weeks. The only real thing that's been going on with the tank is maintenance. Haven't done any real projects that I'm ready to show you guys. And I didn't just want to keep putting up tank update videos. I know people like to see how the tanks are doing, but you know, after so many, in my opinion, it gets kind of boring. Either I don't want to put up a video, or I want to put up something kind of different. So the other night I was sitting there after I'd fed my fish, and I was kind of thinking back to, when you're a kid. You always love seeing the fish eat, and no matter how old I've got, that's my favorite thing about watching the tank, is all the fish coming out and eating. And I've thought to myself, the next time I feed bloodworms, I'm going to do a feeding video. Now, how I do my feeding is I only feed about every other day, and then sometimes I will skip a full day. But then I only feed like bloodworms maybe once or twice a week. I don't feed them that much because it's putting a lot of extra stress on your tank, putting more nitrogens and stuff in your tank, because the fish eat it. It's a high protein, and then they have to poop them. Then the tank has to break down the extra feces. But still, yet I do feed it. I mean the fish love it. It helps them be healthy. But I mean, I know other people, they feed it every day. I don't want it to feed it every day, and a lot of these fish aren't, where they have to have bloodworms. I mean, it's more of a treat for these guys, except for maybe my rope fish and stuff, but I give them shrimp pellets, and really the rope fish go for the shrimp pellets over the bloodworms. So, anyways, so enough of hearing me talk. I'm gonna feed the fish and let you guys kind of watch, my fish eat. Like I said, I love it because the tank just comes to life. I mean, sometimes I don't even realize I have this many fish in here until I feed them. So let me get some food in here, and we'll get the top covered so the bright light's not so much on there. All that's on right now is the moonlights. I find that the fish are the most active right now. So let me dump this food in here and watch them eat. So what I did is I dumped some flakes on the top at first to get some of the top fish eating, and then I go in and I poured in the bloodworms. So you can see the rainbows are kind of concentrating on what's at top, and then a lot of the activity starts happening down here. Sorry for the shakiness, trying to adjust the camera on the tripod. So you can see the rope fish, they're already down there digging around. I see only 2 of those guys right now, but they're grabbing them some pellets, and then as the top gets cleaned up, the rainbows start coming down and starts picking. The grungeons, you know, they kind of go straight to the bottom too. Along with the flagfish, they kind of go to the bottom, but it's mostly the rainbows that stay up at the top. You can even see like the angelfish, one of them's already down at the bottom. A lot of the times my hill stream loach will be down there too, sifting kind of through the sand, finding its stuff good to eat. But I don't know, I just watch this and I kind of get like a little kid again, just giddy about the tanks. I mean, to me, if I wasn't able to watch the fish feed like this, I would probably lose a lot of the enjoyment. Not that I don't like just sitting and watching the tank on a daily basis where the fish isn't eating, but I gotta say that this is my most favorite time and what I love the most about the tank. And the third rope fish, it takes a lot to coach it out. It kind of comes at the very end of getting everything cleaned up, and it probably seems like I put a lot of shrimp pellets in there, but believe me, by, you know, what isn't cleaned up in like, you know, 10 minutes or something, the snails just start covering it up and they're gone in no time. So yeah, I put a lot in there, but I've got a lot of bottom feeders that I want to eat. You know, not only the rope fish do I want to have them time to come over and get their food, but I've got all the cories. I've got, you know, a frog in there. The grungeons will pick at it. They will get some flakes and stuff, but they don't get their food that quick, so I want to give them time to eat. Can't remember if I said the cories, but you know, they are in there. And there's always fish that kind of hide and don't get around to where the food is for a while. So it to me, yeah, I kind of overfed, but at the same time, it gets all cleaned up, so I'm not really worried about overfeeding. And again, you know, by me not feeding every day, I don't think it hurts the tank as bad. I believe that's the third rope fish kind of coming up there in about the middle between the plants. It's kind of hard to tell if they're not all three right there. But yeah, so that's basically my feeding video. Hope you guys enjoy watching them eat as much as I do. I mean, they're obviously still picking around, and they'll pick at that stuff for, you know, 15-20 minutes, as long as, you know, the snails doesn't get it covered up. Oh, the autocinchus will even get down there and eat too. But I just kind of wanted to give you guys a video. I kind of felt bad that I hadn't done a video in quite a while, but you know, sometimes it's a little difficult to come up with content. I am, like I keep saying, I'm working on some stuff, just not ready to kind of put it on video yet or put it on the internet. Some of it's already going on video as I'm doing it, but it's a big project, and hopefully when I get ready to show you guys, you'll be really excited. But tanks are all doing good though. Really nothing too bad. I'm actually going to take, I think, some of these flagfish and put a couple more in the 30-gallon. I bought 2 new ones and put in there, but they're 2 of them's just not enough for the hair algae that thing's producing, and I'm not sure why it keeps doing it. I can get it killed out with some peroxide, but eventually it comes back, and it just comes back bad. So I'm going to throw in some flagfish in there and see if they can get it taken care of. But that's pretty much the only thing I've really got going on. Like I said, you know, the plants are doing really well. I think it might have been about 3 weeks ago I got in this tank and I really went cutting. Cut a lot of the Java long leaf Java fern back. It was getting pretty dense in some places. Well, you can see right there kind of where the camera's focusing. The sturgeon rippins is I keep clipping the tops off and replanting it, so I've got, you know, almost the whole middle planted with a little bit of it. Obviously it's not as dense as I want, but I'm getting it filled in here and there. I just wanted to get it all the way across the area and then go back and start filling it in and getting it really dense in there. But yeah, so leave me a comment, let me know what you like. Hope you guys like the video, and we'll talk to y'all later.